From the places that are surprisingly swarming with these apex predators to the largest shark teeth that belong to the megalodons, here are the craziest shark discoveries.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your host, American Eye, keeping an eye on everything you want to know. Before we get started, make sure you hit that like button, leave us a comment, and then you can subscribe for more videos every week.
But first, quick shout out goes to Jake Dog Gaming for leaving us this comment on our Haunted Places in California video. We asked you guys a question: would you live in a haunted house if the rent was cheaper? Jake left us this comment telling us that he's not about it. Stay posted for today's question for your chance to get featured next. Number 13. Lost Shark of 2019. This rare species of shark was thought to have gone extinct some 80 years ago and is finally resurrected once again. It belongs to a family of whaler shark and was given the name of the Lost Shark in 2019 after its recent discovery. After more information was analyzed, it turned out to be a whole other species that closely resembles what's known as the Borneo shark, which is found in Southeast Asia. Over the past 6 years, there have been 80 species of sharks, rays, or chimeras that were recently discovered, making you wonder how many other types of shark are there. Number 12. Sharknado. Is it possible that in some alternate universe, sharks might actually fall from the sky? Look no further than planet Earth, where sharknadoes are all too real. While some movies might have been named after the idea, sharknadoes have been known to occur in the United States in places close to the East Coast, like in Virginia Beach. In one case, a woman was very surprised to see a dogfish fall from the sky. It's believed that in this case, a large bird was attempting to carry the shark, but must have accidentally dropped it. Something similar occurred with a leopard shark in Orange County at a golf course near the ocean. Waterspouts have been known to lift up sharks into the sky, making it rain not only sharks, but other light sea creatures as well. Number 11. The Megalodon. If you're not frightened by a giant 60-foot shark that once swam the ocean, we're not exactly sure what will. This thing was roaming the seas about 23 to 2.6 million years ago, with a jaw large enough that a person can actually stand inside, like we see here. Each tooth is about the size of your hand, and they probably had 276 of these. They could certainly swallow you whole in one gulp without even taking a bite. This is considered to be the most powerful vertebrate predator in the history of all time. These guys ate whales for breakfast and sea cows for a snack. Fossils of whales show huge bites ripped out of them. This beast needed a massive amount of food to stay alive, and it certainly got just that when it was able to spot a potential prey with also the most powerful bite of any known species. This thing was just as fierce as you could possibly imagine. Number 10. Freak from the Sea. This long-nosed, creepy-looking thing was found off the coast of the extreme north province of Nunavut by a fisherman. Many at first thought it was a rare species of shark known as the goblin shark, but they found out that this was something completely different and even more bizarre. This is probably something the fishermen won't want to eat either. It has a venomous spine on top of its back. Just looking too closely at those teeth is enough to give you nightmares. Scientists were finally able to identify it correctly, and it's what's known as a chimera. This was found along the Davis Strait, that's in between Canada and Greenland, where it's extremely cold. This makes it difficult to research this species extensively. More of these could be out there. Number 9. Shark Fight. A man named Joe Tanner made a frightening discovery when he came across a giant great white shark while surfing off the coast of Oregon. This would be the worst nightmare of any surfer or beachgoer, but Joe Tanner was able to defend himself, and here's how. Instead of striking a shark in the nose, as the rumor goes, he actually aimed for the gills instead. Either probably would have worked though. The gills are also extremely sensitive, and a great white might back up from this. Other sharks such as the bull shark or tiger shark might have not given up too easily. His leg received some teeth marks from the shark, but he was lucky to survive. Number 8. The Helicoprion. So luckily this thing isn't still in our oceans, but it's an extremely unusual shark that swam in our seas over 290 million years ago. What's so bizarre about this species is that it has spiraling teeth, which is not known from any other species of fish or vertebrate that we know of. Many fossil discoveries of this creature have puzzled paleontologists and leave many scratching their heads. How do these spiral teeth exactly fit the jaws of the Helicoprion? Many illustrations have been made, but none of them actually seem to look just right. This giant sea monster must have grown over 18 to 20 feet long. Researchers from Russia claim that the jaw curled upwards towards the mouth. Number 7. Réunion Sharks. The French department d'Outre-mer, or overseas region of Réunion, is a small island in the Indian Ocean and is completely swarmed by sharks. During the year of 2011, the number of shark encounters increased dramatically and doesn't seem to be slowing down either. The beautiful tropical island has always been seen as a surfer's paradise, but now it gets the rep of a shark island. The government tried using many things such as shark nets and even banning people from the beach, but nothing has worked. Some feel as though shark hunting should be allowed. The island is also swarmed by bull sharks and tiger sharks, which are the most dangerous types of sharks. So far in 2019, there have been 2 fatal encounters on this island, one of them on the east side and one of them on the west side. Number 6. Lake sharks. You might take a look at the stunning volcanic lake known as Lake Nicaragua and think, hey, there's nothing strange about this place. Why is it on this list? Well, sure, it seems like a tropical paradise, but you might want to watch out because this is the only lake that actually has sharks. This lake here has had a long history of Caribbean pirates, which has also made it a hotspot for treasure hunters. But could there possibly be pirate sharks too? Scientists originally thought that the sharks were introduced to the lake by humans, but it's believed that they were able to get here from the ocean via streams that connect it. The lake is under threat by construction projects such as canals that might cause some contamination. There's also some evidence to suggest that there was once a Mayan city underneath this lake, which could add some insight as to why the Mayans might have mysteriously disappeared. Number 5. Shark teeth. The carnivorous beasts will feast upon just about anything they can find, ranging from dolphins, seals, sea turtles, to rays. Their massive jaws can hold about 300 teeth, despite losing 1 or 2 each week. Great white sharks can regenerate teeth unlike humans, mainly because their teeth are technically considered to be scales. Sharks might have some 3,000 teeth at one time, but don't actually use all those teeth to chew. A lot of them are just used to rip off flesh. You can even make your own shark discoveries by walking along the beach. The best time to find shark teeth on the shore is when there are strong currents and high tides. Venice Beach, Florida is declared as the shark tooth capital of the world, which might be a good or bad thing. If you find too many teeth, you might want to be careful about where you take your next swim. If you're lucky, you might even find a megalodon tooth. Recently in Florida, 2 shark bites occurred on the same day at the same beach on the south side of Jacksonville. Number 4. Great white encounters. Certainly one of the most shocking encounters at the beach one could witness would be a massive great white shark. There's really no way to detect them unless you got some sonar or you can see their dorsal fin coming out of the water. This photo here was captured on the coast of Guadalupe Island in Mexico. A dramatic encounter took place when a great white shark enters the scuba diving cage somehow with the diver still inside. Miraculously, the diver still survives and wasn't eaten. He should consider himself lucky. The great white was more concerned with getting out of the cage and will come back for him another day. Number 3. Jersey Shore encounters. The Jersey Shore shark encounters of 1916 are quite similar to the film Jaws. A series of vicious shark incidents swept the Jersey Shore area, and unfortunately, none of the victims included Snooki. Scholars have debated exactly which species of shark it was, but they most likely believe it was either a bull shark or a great white. An extreme heat wave in 1916 drove out many to the shores to enjoy a fresh dip in the ocean. Unfortunately for them, sharks normally prefer warmer climates, but due to the heat wave, they made it up north. If only they had known what was lurking beneath. 5 people were bit in an 11-day time period. This sparked a war against sharks in the area, and people were sent to hunt them down. This was also known as one of the largest animal hunts in history. Number 2. Largest great white shark. Could it be true a real-life Jaws-sized great white shark actually exists out there? The biggest shark out there ever found was off the coast of Guadalupe Island. The shark was given the name of Deep Blue, and you can see in this photo how tiny people actually look compared to this enormous apex predator. The shark also appears to have large visible slashes on the left flank and also the dorsal fin. This was most likely a result of fighting or for mating. Great whites only tend to grow 15 feet, but this one here is not only 5 feet longer, but also weighs about twice the size of an average great white shark. But before we get to our number 1, let us know in the comments section what shark you would be and why, and maybe we'll feature you in an upcoming video. And number 1, the Farallon Islands. You might be a little bit surprised to hear that an island less than 20 miles off the coast of a major US city is a place where you might find some of the largest great whites in existence. It's considered to be a natural wildlife refuge, but the federal government certainly didn't look at it that way over 50 years ago. Many sharks settled down in this area because a large number of the sea lions will hang out on the coast. Between the years of 1946 and 1970, the ocean around the island was polluted with nuclear and toxic waste. There's an estimated 47,500 barrels left at the bottom of the ocean here, and removing them even poses greater risks. At the time, they felt that the ocean was so huge that any radioactive material would be diluted by the vast amount of water that surrounds it. No one knows for sure what might happen to this area. There's also a bunch of sharks around here, so hopefully no mutant radioactive sharks will start problems.
So what'd you guys think of that video? Be sure to let us know in the comments below and then subscribe for new videos.